How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Happy Tuesdays podcast. We renamed the podcast. This is our second episode. I'm here with Lauren Larson.
Hello.
Hello. Did you get a chance to watch the first episode?
Some of it.
Some of it? What'd you think?
Not too bad. Funny. You're a little tense.
I was a little nervous for sure.
Yeah,
it was my first podcast. Do you remember your first time?
This is my first.
This is okay.
Technically.
And how are you feeling?
Fine.
Oh, that's good.
I'm so excited to be here today, guys.
Oh my god, that's awesome to hear.
in my house.
Is there anything you're looking forward to talking about today?
I don't know.
Any hot topics you want to discuss? How about this weather? Am I right?
Yeah, it was crazy storm last night.
The thunder was crazy last night.
Yeah, that's why I'm really tired. I couldn't sleep. It was so loud.
See, that's where you and I differ. If there's a nice storm outside, I sleep like a little baby.
Okay, but even when there's ass clapping thunder.
Yeah, I sleep even better.
I don't know.
Plus, I have some good dreams.
Yeah, well, I'm a light sleeper, and it was keeping me up. And
Yeah.
then, so.
At my workplace, they were worried about the power going out. I guess it went out at some people's houses, but
I don't doubt it. I mean, it was crazy. So.
I got lucky because, where I work, we didn't have a power outage. But if we do have a power outage there, it is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Daddy's got to go around fixing all the machines, so didn't have to do that last night. That was good. Spent some time getting my microphone set up for the podcast. Had to update the firmware on both of them because they had some muddy sounding audio and some little bugs here and there. They're giving me problems in the past and gave me problems trying to record this podcast. So we're all squared away there.
Yep.
Worked some overtime, came home, had a delicious breakfast, and here we are.
Yeah.
I was feeling pretty sleepy. I'm starting to wake up a little bit now. So I chugged a Red Bull, but now I'm just kind of sleepy and shaky.
Yeah. Well, introduce me again.
So this is my girlfriend, Lauren Larson.
We are dating.
That's right. We've been dating for about a
dating.
year and 4 months now.
Yeah, I've made a few appearances in videos. Very few though, not a lot. But you mention me every once in a while. But I'm not always in them. I don't love
being on camera.
Yeah, not my. I don't know.
That's crazy. I hate it too. No, it's okay. I've gotten used to it. But when I first started, I hated the sound of my voice on camera, and it's so. You thought I was nervous for the first podcast? You should have seen me during my first YouTube video. I was freaking out.
Yeah, you're fucking.
Well, yeah. Thank God for this silly putty.
Yeah, silly putty. Yeah. It's not that I don't mind hearing my own voice or seeing myself on camera. I just like to have an aura of mystery.
Oh, are you worried that I might be messing up your aura by filming this podcast?
No, it's okay. I'm pretty low key on social media, so I don't think people are gonna have a.
If it makes you feel better, only about 100 people watched the last one.
Yeah,
so
that's okay with me.
That's okay with you.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah.
But
whether we're relevant or not is irrelevant.
Yeah, I like to keep it private.
Okay, well, let's see if we can dig into that thick skin of yours.
Ew.
So where'd you grow up?
I'm not doxing myself. Minnesota.
Well, I grew up in Wisconsin.
Gross.
It's actually not that bad.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Redneck territory.
It's really not that bad.
Yeah,
I liked it, but it was where I grew up. It was a little bit more of a small town, and now it's getting bigger for sure.
It's
yeah,
boomed a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I mean,
Definitely
I grew up
not country living anymore.
I say gross. I grew up 10 minutes from the border from Wisconsin. Grew up right on the border, so
you
no,
could
it's
literally
not that
smell
big of a
Wisconsin.
difference. Yeah, it's
you
not
can
that
smell
big of
that
a
Wisconsin
difference.
breeze blowing over the winter.
I went over to Wisconsin
river.
constantly as a kid, so no, I don't really care that much. I'm just joking.
Smell that cheesy breeze.
But yeah, okay, we'll go. I don't have much experience with cars.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Isn't your dad a diesel mechanic?
My dad is a diesel mechanic, but I'm not a diesel mechanic.
Why aren't you a diesel mechanic?
Bitch, I'm not. It's a family business. I'm not trying to work there with.
What?
That would be a nightmare.
Oh, I get it. You don't want to be a mechanic because you don't want your hobby to ruin your career. Or you want to ruin your hobby by making it your career.
That is not my hobby. Being a diesel mechanic is not my hobby.
Why not?
I'm not doing it in my spare time like you do.
Okay.
If the car needs an oil change, I could do that. And I need to fill the fluids and shit, I can do that.
Okay.
And I can take the door panel off and I changed the window regulator.
This is all
and the
more
door,
than most people can do.
And the door latch.
Did you have to watch any Chris Fix videos for that?
No.
Hey guys, Chris Fix here.
Chris Fix. I would watch random YouTube videos, not specifically Chris Fix It.
I've seen.
Chris Fix.
Yeah, I think it's Chris Fix It, or is it just Chris Fix?
I don't watch it. I don't know.
I've seen so many of them. I want to say it's Chris Fix It, but he just announces himself. Hey guys, Chris Fix here. Today we're gonna be doing.
Maybe he slips the it in like really quickly. Chris Fix It here.
No, I've watched enough to know he's not just sliding it in. Hey guys, Chris Fix It here.
Chris Fix It here.
Today, well, what are we gonna be pressing some bushings into these lower control arms at home?
Wow.
All you're gonna need is some lube, a bushing press that you can rent from your local AutoZone or O'Reilly's, and a little bit of patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I watched so many Chris videos growing up.
Yeah.
Chris Fix got me through some tough times.
That's good.
Yeah. When money was running short
Shout out
and my
Chris
Civic
Fix.
wasn't running right, Chris Fix got me sorted.
Period.
Even just like my recent video where I took the windows off the Civic, I had never done that before. What do you think? I'm just gonna dive right into it? Hey guys, Chris Fix here. Today we're gonna be removing the windows from this 2006 Camry.
I'm sure you could have figured it out.
Yeah, I would have broke something in the process.
What do you think?
Probably the glass.
That would have not been good.
So yeah, speaking of your dad being a diesel mechanic, I'm gonna be using that shop pretty soon. I'm borrowing some space over there because I'm doing the head gaskets and my Acura Legend.
Yep.
Not a job I'm looking forward to.
Nope.
I've done head gaskets on inline 4-cylinders. Really not that big of a deal. Kind of like a Lego piece. But yeah, the Legend, it's a little more complicated. It's a V6, so it'd be my first V6, and there's not a lot of space in that engine bay. I heard online that it's a 40-hour job. We'll see about that. But yeah, along with the head gaskets, I got to get the heads resurfaced. And while I'm in there, I might as well do the timing belt and water pump at the same time.
Fine. The floor is gritty enough. Just resurface on the floor.
And it's not how that works.
It is how it works. I've seen people do it.
You could use like a cinder block and just run that across.
There you go. Put a little sandpaper on the floor.
So yeah, I got that coming up. We'll see. I gotta replace the petcock. You like that? I gotta replace the petcock on my Honda Interceptor over there. It's leaking internally and externally. While I'm fixing up my leaky cock, I think I'm gonna seal up my gas tank too. Just because if you look inside that thing, there is a lot of rust. Telltale sign that the bike probably sat for a good portion of its life. That gas kind of accumulates the surrounding moisture in the air, and that moisture turns into rust. So
Yeah.
one of those situations where the moisture is not a good thing.
Doesn't gas go bad over time? Doesn't it get like curdly?
Diesel gets curdly, gets kind of it gels up, but gas just kind of absorbs moisture, and that's where it kind of
like
dilutes
less,
itself and
yeah,
messes up the octane. And yeah, it's not good. But then the more ethanol you have in your gas, the worse it kind of ages.
Oh, okay.
So I think the more ethanol, the more moisture it'll collect, and then ethanol is not very nice to rubber. So miscellaneous seals and O-rings and stuff can go bad. So that's why when I did the E85 conversion in my Civic, everything had to be replaced.
You had to convert that?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Because, yeah, like I said, the E85 is not nice to your other seals. So all the seals, all the hoses and everything had to be replaced.
Yeesh.
And then it's flex fuel. I talked about this a little bit with Logan. So I could actually run whatever gas I want in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I could pee in the tank, and it would tell me what the ethanol... And on my laptop, I could read out what the ethanol content of my piss is.
Okay.
Which, of course, will be different depending on how much corn I ate that day. And I think Logan said, or how much gas you drink.
I was just about to say how much gas you're drinking.
I'm not drinking any gas at all. So, unless you consider Fairlight chocolate milk gas, because I'm drinking quite a bit of that lately.
You do drink quite a bit of that.
Oh, you like it too, huh?
It's really good.
It's the best chocolate milk in the world. If you're a chocolate milk enthusiast, such as myself, I highly recommend Fairlife.
It's good. I mean, it tastes like a melted chocolate bar, but I also fuck with like the Cub Foods name brand, or not the name brand, the off brand.
Store brand?
Yeah, like the store brand gallon jug of chocolate milk. We used to always drink that before like tournaments and stuff.
Oh.
In high school, we'd always get that and share a whole jug.
I grew up on the bags of milk. Yeah, you can buy them at Quick Trip. So they're like a reusable plastic pail kind of, with a handle on it.
They do that in Canada.
You put the milk bag sack in there, and then you cut the corner of it.
We never did that. We always just bought gallons.
Yeah, that's like all we did actually. Thinking back on it.
Really?
And it was like a blue bag for skim milk. I think it was an orange bag for whole milk, and then chocolate milk, of course, was.
I never saw those. Brown?
That's right.
I never saw those. I've seen them in, like, I know it's a thing in Canada, but I didn't ever seen them here.
I want to think Kemp's did it.
Probably.
For some
I mean,
reason.
I don't.
And yeah, they had them at Quick Trip. Unless it was Quick Trip brand milk. I have no idea, but it was good stuff.
I don't know.
It was good stuff.
Yeah, milk tangent here.
And then if they didn't have chocolate milk that week, it's all right. Grab a little bit of Hershey syrup, dump it in there, mix it up.
There you go. Chocolate
DIY
milk.
chocolate milk. Thank you for tuning in to Crafting Cars.
Oh my god.
So we've been going on some adventures lately.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren went to the dyno the other day.
Yep, that was fun.
So we got a video coming up on that. But you got to see some high horsepower Hondas besides mine on the dyno.
Yeah, that was cool. It was very loud.
There's some some K-swap cars, D-Series builds. Yeah, D-Series turbo, B-Series turbo.
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. So make sure you tune into our next Tuesday's upload, our regularly scheduled program. And yeah, you can see some troubleshooting I had to do with my car. I had some front end noises going on. I mentioned that in the last video. So I think I got those bugs all figured out. And then yeah, I'll include all those dyno videos with HD audio.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Not the HD audio.
Yeah, from the DJI Mic 2 setup I got going on.
Oh.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, like I said, I had to do a firmware update on them. And now I guess they're going to be problem free.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Nothing worse than shooting in a 1 hour podcast and then having to reshoot the whole podcast.
Yeah. Well, what's the podcast you've been listening to a lot, Matt and Shane?
Yeah, I love Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast.
Yeah.
I love Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. I like the Theo Von's This Past Weekend podcast.
Yeah.
Those are the two main ones.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to those, go to sleep every night. Or just pass time at work.
Yeah.
So
I've been listening to a lot of Just Trish.
What the hell is Just Trish? So my podcasts are like comedy podcasts. And then Theo Von takes it like a little bit deeper with his content.
Yeah, he
talks
gets
about
a
his
little
addiction and stuff
serious.
like that.
Yeah, sometimes.
And then Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, like I said, it's mostly comedy.
Yeah.
But they just talk about dude stuff, just guys being dudes.
Just guys being dudes.
And I kind of wanted to bring that element into crafting cars. Since we've been at this so
Right.
long, it's become more just like
Just guys
instructional
being
videos.
dudes.
So let's get some
Just-
guys being dudes around here.
Yeah, man. I like Just Trish.
Yeah, what's that all
And
about?
everyone's gonna be mad at me, but I thoroughly enjoy H3. Everyone fucking hates H3. Everybody I talk to about it, they're like, ew.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. There's some controversial shit. I just think it's fun. I mean,
That's what they do, though, isn't it?
yeah,
That's
it's
like
kind
the
of
whole
the point.
that whole
Yeah.
purpose is
It's like
controversial.
the whole point. I don't know. I like it though. But yeah, I like Trisha Paytas' podcast.
She's really funny.
She's so funny. But I've been a Trisha fan since middle school. So
For those who don't know Trisha, can you explain kind of what she's like?
well, Trisha Paytas is a bit of an enigma.
A what?
An enigma, okay? She wears a lot of different hats. Currently,
Literally, too.
she likes to cosplay, okay? She likes to dress
does
up.
that, okay.
She's been on YouTube for a very long time. She's been on YouTube for like freaking 18 years, I think, at this point. I think she said that. Like
Wow.
15 years, some crazy number.
She was in an Eminem music video.
Yeah, she was in an Eminem music video. Yeah, she was on, America's Got Talent for speaking really fast. Which I also, dude,
You could get into American Got
I
Talent for
would
that.
say I could too, because I do that a lot. And I remember at
Professional yapper.
I work at an elementary school, and over the summer, doing Adventure Club, I remember there was like 4 or 5 different times I would say something to the kids, and they'd be like, "What? I can't understand. You're talking too fast." I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
It works for me.
Yeah. It work. I like it. I don't know. I think that's why I like her podcast so much, though, is that she talks really fast, and it's like, I fucking hate when people are slow talkers.
As long as I can focus on what you're saying, I don't mind. So when I listen to a podcast, it's got to only be 2 people. If it's a 3-person podcast,
Oh yeah, like those huge group ones. Yeah.
skip.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No.
So it's got to be something I can actually like lock into. And
Yeah.
if you get, that's cool because if you listen to them for long enough, like if I'm 45 minutes balls deep into a podcast, all of a sudden like the jokes start hitting a little different.
Yeah.
You feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
you feel like you're in the room with them.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that effect.
I like when that happens, and that's a.
So kind of what I said, I kind of want to bring that into Crafted Cars. Be an extra element to the channel. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it. If you want, I can talk to you about pop culture stuff because I know you're not into that.
What's the latest in pop culture right now?
Well, right now, currently, what I'm interested in is the whole Blake Lively drama.
Is she a newscaster?
Dude, no. She's married to Ryan Reynolds.
She was never on the news?
I don't think so. No, she's always been an actress. She was on Gossip Girl.
For some reason.
She was in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. That's a good one.
Oh, did they ever come out with a sequel to that one?
I think they did, but I don't know. I don't think I ever watched
Sisterhood of the Traveling Jorts?
Girl. Anyway. But yeah, there's that whole controversy with her new movie that's coming out called It Ends With Us, and how the whole movie is about like domestic violence.
Whoa.
And she's like treating it, on her press circuit, she's treating it like it's a rom-com.
Okay.
And so everyone's like, bro, that's like not the point of the movie. It's not a rom-com. It's like inappropriate that you're treating it as such,
Yeah.
you know?
Maybe she had it on her bucket list that she really wanted to be part of a rom-com.
She's been a part of rom-coms.
Oh, well maybe that's just her only thing then.
I don't know. But yeah, so there's that whole thing going on, and then everyone's being mean to I think he's the director, Justin Baldoni, and he was in like Jane the Virgin and stuff, but he's the only one who's actually being like, yo, this movie it's a heavy movie, and actually doing like, bruh, why would you? We're gonna have to blur that.
Sorry. And you are right. You can talk fast.
Can I talk? Was I talking really fast?
So here's a new question. Miata daughter or Subaru STI son?
Miata daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And why do you say that?
There's plenty of cool girls who own Miatas, and I think it's cool to be.
And there's plenty of cool guys that own Subaru STIs.
I'm just saying, I think it's always. I mean, it's cool when girls get into the car scene because it's such a male-dominated industry. It's always like
And although a lot of people say, "Oh, the Miata is a girl car," it's like it's stereotypical. People say that Miata is the best car to introduce you. Yeah, because you got a fun handling car. It's low power, so you're not gonna.
Right.
You can't get a speeding ticket. And then they say like the MIATA, Miata is always the answer.
Oh my god, I've never heard that.
I don't know if that's why they named it that, but.
That's interesting.
If you could own a Mazda Miata, what color would you get?
I don't know. I don't think I would ever own one, to be honest.
Would you get one with pop-up headlights or the fixed headlights?
Pop-up.
Pop-up?
Pop-up. I love a pop-up headlight.
If I'm building my dream Miata in my head right now, it's like a graphite or like gunmetal gray.
Okay.
It's a second gen NB Miata. It's got a nice ducktail wing on it and some 3-spoke chrome wheels lowered on some Tane Flex Z coilovers.
Okay.
I'll put a Blaupunk stereo in it, MacGruber style. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'd run a bigger rim. Like big for a Miata is like 16s. So I'd run 16s on that John.
I think that's what I had on my Fusion. No, I had
Yeah, but I'm running some skinnier tires.
I had some 17.
Probably a 300 treadwear tire so I could have a little fun at the track and a little fun on my way to the hair salon.
But I think that's where we differ though, because I don't think about a dream car. Like I don't have like a dream car.
For me, it's different every week.
True.
Like just last night, I was on Facebook Marketplace looking at Ford. It's a Ford Thunderbird Super Coupe.
You have talked about those before though. Maybe not the Super Coupe, but the Thunderbird.
Well, something came up last night.
Or the Firebird? What's the difference between the Thunderbird and the Firebird?
Firebird, they're actually pretty similar.
Are they?
The Firebird's a little more aggressive looking.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Engines?
I think the Firebird is a little bit more sporty.
Okay.
Firebirds, they have V8s.
I was gonna say, okay.
Probably some of them came with the V6 though. And the Super Coupe only came with the V6.
Oh.
And it's supercharged.
Oh.
Rear wheel drive. And it's just got, I don't know, it looks a little bit, it's not as sleek. It doesn't have that long stretched out look like an early 2000s Firebird. And it definitely doesn't have like, you know, the cool color schemes that like the 80s and 90s Firebirds came out with.
Okay.
And people really don't know about them.
Could you swap? Manual swap?
You could. I was looking into that last night. Usually when I see the car,
Jesus.
then I am already looking at the possible mods list.
Okay.
Why I was looking at them before and now it got brought up again is I came across a Google image of a Super Coupe with the Xenon body kit, and it fixes everything wrong with that car.
Wasn't that a TV show?
I don't know, but that car had it's got an ugly ass front bumper.
I think it was a 90s TV show.
But when you throw on the Xenon ground effects, it looks like a Japanese car.
Okay.
And plus lower that on some Johnnies, some nice wheels. So,
Not the old Linglongs?
no, not the Linglongs. $50 a tire for Linglongs these days. It's going right. I've got the Uniroyal Tiger Paws, my Dodge Stealth. And although I make fun of them all the time, but they actually do hold up. But I would not recommend them for a track day. Although they're named Tiger Paw, and that sounds really grippy and aggressive.
Does it?
No, it's like 1,000 treadwear tire. It's super, super hard and just...
Yeah.
It gets you good gas mileage, and it lasts. They've been on the car for a long time, but as far as aggressive driving...
You also haven't driven that car too much this summer, though.
No, that's true. I do kind of keep the miles low on it.
I was gonna say we've been rocking the CRV all summer.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Gets better gas mileage.
Yeah.
And the Stealth's got some issues right now.
Yeah. Why don't you go into those issues?
Okay, I'll talk about them. I really didn't want to talk about them. I've been more focused on the Civic lately, but on the Stealth right now, we've got an exhaust leak.
Yep.
It's just one of the, I think, like the gasket in between the downpipe and the mid pipe where the catalytic converter starts. It's got a little leak there, so I think the flange where the gasket sits is warped, so that's not helping. And then that flange probably got warped from the motor kind of rocking back and forth, because I think the motor mounts are worn out. So that's another thing I should probably replace. If I can come up with $400, plus another $400 for the motor mounts, maybe I'll do the mod. But you can see why it's probably gonna have to wait till next year.
Yeah.
Especially since I'd rather get the bike going, I think. So I missed that. I mean, we still got a little bit of August left. And
Yeah.
it's probably going to be pretty hot all of September.
Like
so
4 days of August left.
it's a little bit.
Yeah, I know they keep every year. I mean, last year it only snowed like twice.
Yeah, that was the weakest winter of all time.
I know, but every year
But
they're
don't
like,
they say like every other year it's going to be different?
that's what they keep saying. But I feel like the last like 4 years for winter have been like barely winter. Yeah, but they keep saying, oh, this winter's gonna be bad, get ready, and then it's winter, and it's like, bitch, it hasn't snowed, and it's December 8th.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a t-shirt
I'm
right
wearing
now.
a t-shirt. It's 56 degrees outside
Me and my buddy
in
were talking
Minnesota
about-
in December.
Me and my buddy were actually just talking about going to the beach later. We're going to build sandcastles since we couldn't do
sandcastles?
snowmen this year. So.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I have been into?
What?
Well, you know,
I don't.
rock tumbling.
Oh, yeah.
This queen got me a rock. This king got me a rock tumbler for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I finally finished tumbling my first set of rocks because we had to keep pausing it in the garage, obviously. Because
I can't film with that thing tumbling.
No, you can't film it. I
can't
get
even
it.
think straight with that thing
No,
tumbling.
so normally it would take like a month, but it took like a month and a half because we had to keep pausing it, and then yeah. So I finally finished tumbling my first batch of rocks, and I love them. It's great, but they all got really small.
Yeah. It's crazy how, I mean, the grit's got to be aggressive to shave all those lumps and bumps off the
Well, yeah, you
rock.
got to make it smooth. I mean, they're all rounded.
But
yeah.
because of how aggressive that grit is, oh my God,
Yeah.
it shrinks those things.
Yeah, they're like a third of the size they
yeah.
started out as. Oh, well, some of them are like only half the size, but still they shrunk a lot.
And they do say that it kind of becomes an art form. You want to know what the hardness of each rock is, because if you mix
yeah.
a bricked up rock with a rock that's a little more
soft,
softy, it's just going to destroy the soft
But
rock.
I'm not taking the time to find the hardness of all the rocks and then just doing like a batch of the really hard rocks and a batch of the really small rocks. I'm like, I don't have enough rocks to do that, so I just chuck them all in.
I wonder, is it a Rockwell test? Have you seen those devices?
Yeah,
that test
I've
the
seen
hardness?
those. I think you can just take it and you scratch it on like a piece of paper or something like that, and you can figure out how hard it is, or you scrape it against something and it'll tell you how hard it is.
Okay.
But I think we collected some more rocks. We went to my parents' house this last weekend, and they live on a lake, so we went to, that's where we got a lot of our original rocks in the first batch I did.
And we had a fun weekend swimming there.
Yeah, we had a weekend swimming, and we had dinner and stuff, and that was nice. But now we have a new batch of rocks to tumble, but I just have to buy more grit. Yeah.
Oh, we went through the whole first pack of the...
Well, yeah, so like I used the starter packs that the rock tumbler came with, but they were just like one packet of each. So I have to buy more packets or just buy a bag of each. I don't know if I'm going to fuck with there's a polishing phase, so there's like 4 grit phases, and they slowly get finer as you go, and then there's a polishing phase. I'm not going to do the polishing phase.
You prefer the clear coat method we came up with.
Yeah, he's got wheel paint, gloss clear wheel paint that we sprayed the rocks with, and they came out great, and it looks good, and it's going to keep them from chipping and all that.
It is a nice hard coating.
It is nice, but yeah, the polishing phase in the rock tumbler, I don't know if anybody's got a rock tumbler out there listening, don't do it. It was a waste of time.
And it's the longest sequence of the tumbling.
I think so. It was like 9 days. It was ridiculous. It absolutely did not polish jack shit.
And how long did it take you to put a couple clear coats on this to give it that mirror-like finish?
Like 2 hours.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. Put it on one side, let it dry, flip them, put it on the other side.
Are they still stinky though? Are they still smell like spray paint?
Not really. No.
Went away? Nice.
Yeah, it pretty much went away, and I haven't like washed them or anything. I just let them sit. So.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's been cool. So I mean, I'm very grateful for him for getting me that rock tumbler for my birthday because that was really cool.
I love giving awesome gifts. People say that. They're like, oh, that Afton guy, he gives awesome gifts.
I've
he
never
really
been
puts some thought into them.
Yeah, I've never been the greatest at gift giving. I do my best, but sometimes, honestly, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to get this person. Like, you know, and it's at the same time, it's like, you don't want to get people junk that they don't need that's just going to sit in their fucking house forever, you know?
Yeah. If you tell me, oh, think of a gift for Logan on the spot, I'm screwed. I can't do it. What I do is I hang around the person long enough where they're going to give me some inspiration, and the second that inspiration strikes, like they say, oh, I love that Lego Millennium Falcon Lego kit.
Yeah, right. You're gonna buy that? That's $400.
It's too bad. It's $400. But in my mind, I go, okay, jot that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, just put it in my notes real quick. So then when the birthday does come around, I know what to get.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, but for gifts and stuff, I'm totally chill with socks and shit. Like just everyday necessity things. Like,
oh yeah, like food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best gift for me.
Yeah, like I mean, your parents gave us those gift cards for Aldi this weekend.
That was awesome.
That was so nice.
That was huge.
That was a wonderful gift.
And it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it was terrific, and that was very sweet of them.
Careful though, you don't want to rub that thing.
Am I rubbing it? I just was moving forward.
Oh, your hand was getting pretty close to your microphone. I didn't want any crazy noises. You're probably gonna be okay.
Okay, I'm just moving forward and backwards.
Yeah, you're probably fine.
Anyway. So yeah, that was pretty nice, but yeah, I'm more of like a practical gift person. Like, yeah, get me a pack of socks. Get me cool socks. Get me a t-shirt. Get me some shorts. Get me a hairbrush. I don't care.
Speaking of shorts, what do you think of these?
Yeah, they're great. They're beautiful. I'm rocking under consumption core. Okay, I want to rock under consumption core.
Is that clothes that aren't bad for the environment?
It's like just not getting shit that you don't need.
Oh, put her there.
I'm
put her there. That's what I'm talking about.
Bare minimum. You know, these shorts I got from the thrift a couple of years ago. I'm like, most of my clothes I've had since high school, or if I just go to the thrift store. Sometimes you can't get everything you need at the thrift store, though, so obviously I go shopping sometimes. But I wear my clothes till they're falling apart, and then I just throw them away or whatever. You can bring them to a recycler, or there's that, like, you can donate them, bring them to Plato's Closet, whatever.
People have been watching Crafting Cars for a while. I've probably figured out that I've got like the same 5 black t-shirts on rotation. Yeah. And I only wear a Dickies 874 work pants.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a good work pant that's oil and stain and rip resistant, check out the Dickies 874.
Yeah. I got myself a pair of Dickies for work.
And what do you think?
I like them.
But yeah, so this is kind of strange seeing me in shorts here.
Yeah.
If you have been to the channel. Think of it as a little gift for those of you who are taking the time to tune into our podcast.
Yeah, you
not
get to
only
see
just
these lovely knees.
Not only just watching the regular videos, but getting a little more background information on what goes on here at Crafting Cars.
Yeah, I guess.
This t-shirt's from my girlfriend. This beautiful wolf t-shirt.
I got us matching wolf t-shirts.
It's awesome.
I should have put mine on too.
Yeah, when we pull up to the YMCA and the matching wolf t-shirts.
Yeah, we're going hard.
Yeah, people gotta be jealous of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that's good that we're on the same page with like not just wear the same clothes over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Till they fall apart.
Yeah, in the past I was judged for that. Now I feel so accepted.
Yeah.
For me, it's always I haven't really had enough space, so I'm not gonna fill it up because I still need a little free space, you know.
Oh
so,
yeah, for sure.
This is my first time having a walk-in closet, although it's shared amongst us, but
it's nice.
It is nice. Then yeah, I want to have a whole like YouTube channel worthy garage, but I'm in a townhome, so I got to do what I can do in that little space, you know. And then, I mean, I got a goddamn motorcycle sitting in my living room right now.
Yeah, I don't care. Every time somebody comes over, they always look at me and they go, "Oh, does him having a pile of tires in the living room, dining room bother you, or the the motorcycle. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
And you know what you knew what you signed up for.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care.
It's not like I didn't have tires in here the first day you pulled up.
I know. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, we don't use this living room barely anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't give a shit. And either way, even if we did use it, I don't care that those are motorcycles sitting right
And it's a nice looking motorcycle.
I don't
care. If it was a hunk of junk with parts falling off it and rust, I wouldn't keep it in the living room.
I got my little spot in the loft area. I don't give a shit.
It's a collector's item.
Yeah, I don't care that you got piles of tires in here. Where else are we going to put them? I don't care. So it's like, might as well just put stuff there. We don't have that much storage, so.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it,
Yeah, no problem.
What other struggles do you deal with living with a car guy?
The only thing I do sometimes get irritated with is the noise.
Yeah.
Because the garage is right under our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're because obviously he works third shift, so he usually keeps that, or you do your best to keep that same sleeping schedule on the weekends.
Yes.
And that's fine. But
until the power tools come
I was
out.
going to say, until it's 2 a.m. and I hear power tools through the floor, and I'm an extremely light sleeper.
Right.
And then I'm like, I like that SpongeBob meme, my eyes crack open, and I'm like,
meanwhile, I'm in the garage. What's up, YouTube?
I know. And I'm texting, can you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, then I always worry about the neighbors too.
I keep them in mind.
Because I don't want to.
I could do it a lot more than I do.
I don't want to create enemies out of the neighbors.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, our neighbor across the street was like this really old man, and he like let his I feel bad, he like would like let his kids take advantage of him or his house, and they'd be throwing loud as fuck parties.
Oh man.
Over on the other across the street. And then we got this our neighbor that was next to us growing up, she was so great all the time. We actually I liked her a lot, but her sons were older, but she would always have me dog sit for her, so that was really nice. Yeah, and I would bring my dog over because they like to swim and hang out together.
And you never went to the party house?
I was like 7, and those people were like in their late teens to early 20s. No way, man.
Okay.
I remember one time when the old man was finally selling the house, he like came over one day, and I think I was like, I don't know, 14, 15, somewhere in there, and he's like, oh, I remember you when you were kids. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I hate when people pull that shit.
Come on, yeah. I wiped your ass when you were 3.
I know.
Thanks. Get away from me.
I know. It's like, I don't know you. I haven't seen you since I was 3, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
I know. I always hate that stuff. I'm like, what are you supposed to say to that? Thank you?
Oh, thank you. It was so it was so stinky.
Wow, you were the best one who did it. You were the most gentle out of anyone who wiped my butthole.
Yeah. Also, when did you get so big?
I don't know, but yeah, so and then but after our like nice old lady neighbor left, then we had this like kind of douche guy move in next door, and then he was really loud and built a whole addition on his garage and was always like,
good for him. If someone say bought like a 30-foot by 50-foot pole shed, your dream pole shed, what would you fill it with? What's going to be in there? Anything. It does not have to be only cars.
First of all, Lewis, the animatronic pumpkin from Target.
He's coming?
He's coming. The 13-foot skeleton from Menards is coming.
Oh yeah, ceilings are also 30 feet tall.
Then I will get the tallest skeleton I can find at Menards, maybe a 50-foot one. I don't know what the limit they got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? That's it?
I don't know, some fishing poles or something.
Oh, cool.
My fishing poles, and then maybe my bike, and I'll get a jet ski and a snowmobile.
Yeah.
ATV.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love an ATV. I love mudding in an ATV.
Ooh.
That's so fun.
I did a fair share of that as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
Only with my grandpa. Around the house, I wasn't doing too much mudding.
Nah, sometimes
I couldn't tear up my white Suburban yard.
I was gonna say every once in a while, my dad would let us kind of tear up the yard with the ATVs, and it was fun. You know that little hill in my parents' backyard.
Yeah,
it was fun going on that thing. Well, no, you can jump it, but it's not that steep.
No.
Ooh, but that was such a good hill to go sledding on.
Yeah, I'm jealous. My yard was flat.
I was gonna say you have
But the road behind my house, as long as you're okay with sledding on other people's properties.
Oh, you know what?
Dude, my neighbors got mad at me a couple of times.
Yeah, well, no shit. If you're on their property, okay. I mean.
Yeah, okay, but it's not my fault. You got this sick ass 5-foot retaining wall. and I'm going to jump my $50 Walmart snowboard off it.
Oh, okay.
If I get hurt, it's on you.
Did you ever ski or just snowboard?
I cross-country skied in high school. I think we did it in
Good.
gym
No,
class.
I'm just kidding.
Other than that, I did ski club in high school where it's called ski club, but I was snowboarding.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a group of guys went to Afton Alps.
Just guys being dudes.
And girls, too.
I don't know what the saying would be for that one.
Just a couple people hanging out on the slopes.
Okay.
And yeah, so I did that. But that was only maybe 7 or 8 sessions. I snowboarded a couple times with Autumn and Eric, my sister and her boyfriend.
Yep.
And that's been it. I'd love to do it more, but yeah, it's kind of there's that barrier to entry. It's the cost that gets you.
Oh, yeah. It's
Season
expensive.
pass being like $300.
Is it?
Yeah, and then gear.
Because we used to always get those when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, season pass are expensive.
I never knew.
Because if you don't get a season pass, it's like $70 a time.
Oh yeah, you're not. Yeah, we used to always
So if you're gonna go more than they
Yeah.
always get you with this. Oh, if you're gonna go more than 5 times this year,
it's worth it.
I think it's worth it. It is worth it.
It is worth it. They're not wrong.
But it
yeah.
is like $70 a time. Especially if you rent too, you're looking
I
at
had no
closer to
clue.
80, 90. Yeah.
Yeah, we always had our own skis and boots and that stuff, but we would go, religiously to Trollhagen instead of we were never church going people. Going to Trollhagen was our church. We went every Sunday for years.
So you could say, no, I didn't go to church, but I skied religiously.
Period. That was a crispy one. Yeah, so I always skied, but then I did try snowboarding for a couple years, but then we stopped kind of going after that. So.
You were wakeboarded?
No, I've never done that. I tried. Water skiing. I tried that once.
How'd that go?
Not good. I was 12.
Takes a lot of upper body strength.
It does.
12-year-old girl, that'd be hard.
I did not have that. There's only one, because it was with our fast pitch team, because one of their families had a speedboat with the skis. So they're like, okay, you guys can come over and we'll try it. And only the one person could get up. And guess what? It was the daughter of the guy who had the speedboat. No one else could get up on the skis.
Really?
I like to paint. And I like to watch movies and TV and serve.
Oh, sounds like it.
Yeah. No, it's not. I don't know. I like to read.
Okay.
I like to be outside.
I can't remember the last time I've opened a book that wasn't an instruction manual or electrical schematic for a machine.
Well, I have a whole Kindle for you if you want to read.
Yeah, if I get the time.
You gotta make the time, Mama.
That's true. You do got to make the time.
But if you're a fast reader, it doesn't take that much time. Are you a fast reader?
No.
Oh.
I have to read the page and then I got to read it 3 other times.
Really? I have to listen to music while I read, otherwise I can't focus.
I would never be able to do that.
Yeah, so many people think it's weird.
Because the lyrics get mixed up with the words. You're able to differentiate in your head.
Yeah, I just tune
When
it out.
I'm reading aloud in my head and there's music playing, it all mixes.
Huh. That's me with if it was normal people talking normal voices, I would get fucked up when I was reading. But it's something about music, especially if it's music I've heard a million times, songs I've heard a bunch, then it's easy for me to tune it out. But I like it as background noise. It makes it hard to read if I don't have it.
I have a good time if there's no lyrics in it.
No, I can't do that. I gotta have lyrics.
Oh man, when the teacher puts on an ambient type beat for silent reading time. Oh,
I wish my teachers did that. I don't think any of my teachers did that. Yeah, the kids, dude, over the summer, so many kids would be like, oh, pet the dog, psst, and then it pisses on you, that thing.
And then their finger's like a little wiener.
Yeah.
Oh.
The girls were doing that.
No way.
Not the boys. None of the boys came up to me to do that, but
we used to do this one. These are utter. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one.
Those are my utters.
But the kids actually started getting into. Did you ever do Cat's Cradle?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, the kids.
I actually really liked that.
Me too. But yeah, towards the end of the summer, the kids were getting into Cat's Cradle, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. I used to do that.
Yeah, and I got really into yo-yoing too in high school, which is kind of like Cat's Cradle on steroids.
It's kind of virgin activities.
Maybe I wanted to save myself for marriage.
Yes.
Maybe I wanted to train for a yo-yo competition.
Andy and Lori, if you're watching.
I never got to that level of being able to compete with my yo-yo, but I was pretty damn good at it.
Oh my god! Do you remember the kendama?
Oh yeah, I had some friends with kendamas.
Yeah, I got a kendama.
Oh man.
I made my mom
never
go
got
get it.
Why?
I wanted. It was so. It was actually really fun.
It didn't look that fun.
No, trust me.
It looked
really
kind of
fun.
lame.
No, oh, shut up.
Compared to a yo-yo.
You're just jealous because you never got one.
Yo-yo, you flick that bitch down and spin it at 9,000 RPMs.
You flick that bean down.
And then you're like, watch me grind it on my finger and then catch it in a cat's cradle. Mm-mm. Oh, have you seen the Eiffel Tower? Okay, so...
No.
Yeah, and then Kendama, you're just sitting there with your wooden stake and your
It's
ball.
fun. Dude, everybody... If you did not have a kendama at my middle school, you were missing out majorly.
It was just so... It's just too... I know you could take it to great lengths, but it was such a simple
activity. It was really
activity.
fun. I don't think it was that simple. It was hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're just jealous because you never got one.
No, I never got one because I thought they were stupid.
Yeah, right.
I was busting kickflips with my fingers back then on my tech deck.
Tech deck?
Yeah. I even had like,
Cringe.
I didn't even have like tech deck brand skate. I moved up
Right.
to broken knuckle fingerboards.
What? Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
Broken knuckle.
Broken knuckle fingerboards.
Dude, fingerboard don't sound right.
Yeah. You get a phone call. Hey, Afton, what are you up to? I'm fingerboarding.
Ew.
Oh, well, I was going to ask you on a date, but I think I'm going to ask your buddy instead.
Yeah. I hate it when the dudes would bring those to school.
It was annoying when they busted them out in the middle of class.
Yeah.
And the teachers hated it.
Well, no shit. First of all, it's distracting as hell, and it's annoying. It's like fairly loud.
Yeah, but if you don't practice your kickflips throughout your school day, how are you going to bust them out clean at lunchtime?
I don't know. Dude, I remember when like Android phones kind of first started coming out, or like they got good, like the good Galaxies and stuff in middle school, and did the kids at your school fuck with the TVs in the lunchroom?
Yep,
yeah.
They got infrared sensors on them.
Yep. And so
infrared lasers.
I remember the kids at my school would mess with the TVs during lunch all the time, and the teachers would lose it. They're like, "Who's doing that? Stop it!"
Oh yeah, we only had a couple kids that were that dubious and technically inclined to figure that one out.
We had quite a few.
Really? Oh, we only had like
I
one or
remember
two smart enough to do that.
It was mostly in like 7th grade. I think 8th grade too, but those kids would always be fucking with the TVs, and the teachers would lose it. I'm like, but then you can't really.
I mean, imagine how frustrating that would be.
I get it.
Like now as an adult, all the stupid shit we did as kids, we're like, oh, you know, I do see why Mrs. Rogers got mad when I did.
Yeah, dude. I know. Well, I never really did anything annoying though. I was pretty low key in school. I didn't do much.
I had a problem with taking apart my mechanical pencils and making
really?
like little launchers out of them because they got springs inside of them.
Yeah, you were one of those kids.
Yeah, so if you ended up taking apart like 6 mechanical pencils, I'm gonna put some people on right now. You got 6 springs now. All right, now take the guts from a pen.
Yep. I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah. Load them springs into the barrel of a mechanical pencil, then take that stem out of your pen,
And stick
compress
it
it all
down.
the way. That's a lot of potential energy.
Oh yeah.
And that's potential to shoot that John across the
remember
room at
too,
your buddy.
Throwing the pencils and sticking them in the ceiling.
Yeah, we did have a couple people do that too.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I was a goody two shoes, but I just minded my own fucking business.
It didn't seem to matter with me. They seemed like they were out to get me.
Oh god, the victim mentality.
Maybe it's just my victim mentality, but I swear those teachers were out to get me. I was on my best behavior.
One of my teachers was out to get me, but not in a good way.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a joke, right?
No, I think I told you. Was it my 12th grade English teacher? It was my 12th grade English teacher.
Oh no. I don't like where this
He
story's
did
going.
the trauma dumping here. One day, okay, so I'm sitting in class, we're like silently working on homework or a project or something, I don't remember, because we had to do like a big senior year English project paper that was like 12 pages long, and it's got to be all, peer-reviewed journals and shit like that. And so we spent like basically the whole year working on that. We barely had any other homework besides working on that. And one day he like randomly pulls me out of class into the hallway, and I was like, fuck, I'm in trouble. But I'm like, I was like racking my brain. I'm like, what the fuck could I could have done to get into trouble? I was like, I haven't said a single fucking word in class in weeks. And
Good thing you didn't speak like that back then.
oh, well, what was going on in my brain? And he pulls me out, and he does this like weird, like it was so weird. Oh, if I was your age type of thing.
Oh no.
And I was like, what do you say? I'm like 16. I'm like, what do I say to this? And he's like fucking 50.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and he was always like a big fan of the girls in class. Like, during a test or something, me and two other girls in the class got like really good marks on it, and we got the best grades.
Nice.
So he called us back into his little office area in the back of the classroom.
You guys cheated.
No, and so he called us back, and he's like, I just wanted to let you girls know that you did the best on the test in all the classes, and you did so good, and you go girls, and girl power. And I was like, thank you. Like, you could have just like given me the test back with my grade on it, and I would have been like, yay, I did good. Oh. But yeah, and then the
How
next
would
year,
you girls like tickets to a baseball game?
yeah, the next year he got fired because he tried to contact a girl outside of school.
No.
Yeah, just a little trauma dump for you. Yeah, a TikTok trend is the candy salad now. Trauma dump and candy salad.
Yeah.
I like that though. I kind of
Yeah.
like watching those because I'm like, damn.
My name's Afton. I brought Nerds gummy clusters, and when I was 7 years old, my pants came down at the Kalahari water slide.
My name's Lauren. I brought the Reese's Pieces, and when I was 8 years old, we were standing in line for our what's it called, the health training for sex. We were sitting in line to learn do sex ed, and in the hallway I threw up in front of my entire class in the middle of doing sex ed. Yeah, so we had...
Was it too much for you?
No, I had a cold or I was sick or something.
Oh, this is a terrible coincidence.
It was just a terrible coincidence because we had women's, like the girls, female sex ed in one room and then the male in the other. We were switching from the female to male, and we were all lined up in the hallway waiting for the other class to get out of the male sex ed room, whatever. And literally I'm standing there in line, and all of a sudden I'm like, I gotta puke. And I could not make it to the bathrooms, and I just, standing there in the hallway, just bent over and and this girl comes up to me. Oh. I'll never forget it. She comes up to me and she goes, did you have eggs for breakfast?
Oh no!
She was like examining my puke in the hallway.
Oh my god, did you have eggs for breakfast?
I was like, nope. And I'm sitting there like just freshly puked. I'm like, I gotta go home. It's like sixth grade.
Was she a professional puke inspector or something like that? It looks like somebody had some eggs this morning. You had eggs, didn't you?
It was so weird. It was so weird. I was like, no. But everyone thought it was because I was grossed out from the sex ed stuff. I just had a cold. I was not grossed out at all. But
Hi, I'm Afton. I brought sour Skittles. And when I was around 5 years old, I sharted my pants at the Burger King play place.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
Hey, my name is Lauren. I brought the Lifesaver gummies, and one time I was like 7 playing volleyball with my sister in the house, and I trusted a fart, and I sharted, and I had to go to the bathroom really quick and try to hide it from everybody. And just took off my underwear and wrapped them in toilet paper and put them in the garbage.
Oh, no.
And hoped it didn't smell too bad.
Oh, my God. Well, thanks for bringing the candy to the party.
Yeah, no problem.
I can't think of anything else on the spot right now, but
okay, that's fine.
We should do this more often.
Yeah, that was kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
On the other hand, anyways, TikTok. We haven't mentioned the new TikTok channel.
That's right. So in our last podcast with Logan, shout out Logan, that was awesome.
Yep, the animation was very cool.
We'll be seeing him again for
yeah.
sure. He asked, yo, Afton, when's Crafting Cars getting a TikTok account?
When are you getting a TikTok account?
I said, well, I don't really like TikTok, but I do know someone who does.
That's me.
Introducing Lauren Larson, the craftingcars.yt TikTok account manager.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's good. I'm doing my best. I'm not much of a... Like I said, I keep it private. I don't post a whole lot on social media, so I didn't have like a lot. And my TikTok account, granted, I'm on TikTok a lot, but I don't post. I've never posted on my personal TikTok page. So, yeah, I didn't have an experience there, and I like rarely post on Instagram and that kind of stuff. So
but you're getting it.
I'm getting it. Yeah, I've gotten CapCut, and which is what all the girlies use, girlies, gays, and theys use on TikTok.
That is their fan base, yeah.
Yeah. To post it or like do the funny edits or whatever. So, I've been using that a lot just to, I don't know, because I'm not like a photo video editor person. That's not like something I've ever had a lot of experience with. So I'm getting the hang of it, and I'm kind of understanding. But yeah, if you want to give it a follow, craftingcars.yt. We have like 13 followers so far. Please follow.
You could be 14.
Yep, you could be the 14th.
What can they expect to see on there?
I don't know, just silly memes and clips from YouTube videos, that kind of stuff. But
Any behind the scenes action?
I can do more behind the scenes action. It's just I haven't gotten the chance to, I guess, a bit, and it's hard because sometimes you're doing work, I guess, when I'm like at work or something, you know. So sometimes it's a little hard to get that.
Do you have any more of this Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yes, I do. It's my favorite drink. My absolute favorite drink.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, it's good. It's a lifestyle.
And it's good for you. Would you say it's good for you?
I mean, it's good for the mind.
Good for the soul.
Yeah, but you know,
it goes good with popcorn.
It does go good with popcorn. Maybe not always the best for your body, but you know what? I get the diet, so at least I'm not drinking 70 grams of sugar per can. That's
nuts. You've seen the pictures where they actually like put 70 grams of sugar on a table.
That's why I can't.
Like, how did that even dissolve?
Dude, I don't understand. Yeah, and then I don't know. I just like I can't justify drinking a soda with sugar in it because I'm like, why am I drinking 40 grams of sugar in this freaking thing?
Back when I was in elementary school, it was probably like 3rd or 4th grade. I remember to like prove a point, my teacher took a tooth. Yeah. Some kid lost a tooth, and you know the teachers just like to yoink those.
Oh yeah.
And she put it in a little clear cup, and then she
put soda in there.
She put soda in there, and she let us watch it dissolve slowly.
Yep.
And really, by the end of the year, it didn't dissolve that much. It didn't get the like dramatic effect she was looking for. So in my 3rd grade mind, I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm gonna keep drinking this squirt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep going to town on these." Brother, I keep going to town on these Sprites after school.
Yeah, we didn't drink a whole lot of soda growing up or pop or whatever. So it's something I've gotten more accustomed to as in my old age here. But yeah, my mom never really bought us like junk food that much or soda or anything. So I don't know.
Well, what did you eat on the prairie?
Out in the country? I don't know. What do we eat?
Gluten-free food?
Yeah. Why do you have to out me like that?
I'm lactose intolerant, guys.
I have celiac. I have celiac disease. So I have to be gluten-free. Yeah, I want to pet a cow. I want to have goats. I want to have goats and chickens. That
could be part of your pole shed plan.
I guess so, yeah. Keep stuff in there for the farm. Or a mini. It's like, I just want like a hobby farm.
Okay.
Well, okay.
It's not gonna yield any fortune for you, but
besides chicken eggs,
and you'll
maybe
feel good,
some goat milk or something.
Ooh, we've been pretty busy around town. We can talk about that. What we've been doing lately. We went swimming.
Yep, we went swimming. We celebrated your mom's birthday this weekend.
Yep, we had the dino appointment I talked about.
Yep, we went on dino. That was cool.
We went hiking.
Yep.
Interstate Park.
Yep.
Saw some glacial potholes.
That was fun.
And then we went to Frost Top.
Yep.
Drive-in diner.
Yep.
50s theme, hamburgers.
Yep.
Homemade root beer floats.
So good.
They were so good.
So good.
Cheese curds, and not that good. Crinkle cut fries. Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Pretty good. I would say that was pretty freaking good.
Yeah, good place to stop if you're in Taylor's Falls, Minnesota. The drive-in.
I think I like it.
I know you like it. We'll be going back.
Oh yeah, we go there every once in a while.
So thank you guys for tuning in to our podcast today. Happy Tuesday's podcast. We'll be back.
See you next Tuesday.
We'll be back. Yeah, this coming Tuesday will be our regularly scheduled program. We'll have those high horsepower Hondas hitting the dyno for you guys and some more troubleshooting. Tuesday after that will be another Happy Tuesdays podcast.
Yeah.
Who will I have as a guest? You're just going to have to wait and find out.
Yeah.
I say that because I don't even know yet.
I'm guessing I'll probably be on here a lot.
Yeah.
Since it's easy, we live together.
Yeah, I don't have too many friends.